In this video, we're going to be reviewing for your Unit 2 test. So let's start with the first problem. We have the angle of DEF is a straight angle. So it's just basically telling us that angle DEF, this straight angle, is going to be equal to 180 degrees. Then they're asking us for the measure of angle DEC. So let's go ahead and set up our answer. So we know that we answered the correct problem at the end. So if we notice, the angle of DEC and the angle CEF is equal to the angle DEF. So using the angle addition postulate, we can set up our equation. So the measure of angle DEC plus the measure of angle CEF is equal to our straight angle, which is the measure of angle DEF. Actually, we're going to replace that with 180 because we know it's a straight angle. So we have 11x minus 12 when we substitute, plus 2x plus 10 is equal to 180 degrees. Then we solve for x, we're going to combine like terms. We get negative 2 equals 180. Add 2, 13x is equal to 182. And finally divided by 13, and we get x is equal to 14. Let's go back to our answer square and notice how we are not looking for x. We're looking for the measurement of angle DEC. So let's get the measurement of angle DEC, and that's 11x minus 12. We're going to substitute our value of x since we know x is now 14. So 11 times 14 minus 12, and that gives us a total of 142 degrees. So the measure of angle DEC is equal to 142 degrees. So giving us the measurement of angle ABD, that is 76 degrees. So that's the larger angle. And what's making up that large angle is these two small ones, DBC and angle CBA. Then it's telling us that our question, or the question that we want to answer, is what is the measurement of angle DBC? So we know that we have to answer that one by the end of the problem. So let's set up our equation using the angle addition postulate. Okay, we get this angle right here, which is DBC. That's the one we actually want. Plus the measurement of angle CBA. And when we add them together, we get the measurement of angle DBA. Okay, so let's substitute. We've got 5x plus 4 plus 8x minus 6 is equal to 76 degrees. So we first have to solve for x in order for us to find the measure. So when we combine like terms, we get 13x, and then a plus 4 and a negative 6, we get negative 2. We're going to add 2, and we get 13x is equal to 78. Now we're going to divide by 13, and x is equal to 6. Now notice how we haven't answered our question yet. That x is going to help us find our answer. So we know that the measurement of angle to the expression that represents that measurement, and because we know x is 6, we're going to do 5 times 6 plus 4, and that gives us an angle measure of 34 degrees. Okay, let's go to the next one. On the next one, they're giving us the measure of angle WXY, WXY. So the bigger angle is equal to 160 degrees. And we want to know the measure of angle WXZ. So WXZ is that angle right there, but we need to know what the value of X is. So using the angle addition postulate, let's go ahead and set up our equation. We've got the measure of angle WXZ plus the measure of angle ZXY is equal to the larger angle WXY. Okay, so let's substitute. We've got 5x plus 8 plus zxy is 7x minus 4. And then wxy is 160 degrees. So we combine like terms. 5x plus 7x is 12x. And then 8 minus 4 is positive 4 is equal to 160. Subtract 4, we get 12x is equal to 156. We divide by 12, and x is equal to 13. But again, we look at what our answer is, look what our question is asking us for, and it's asking us for WXZ. And that expression is 5x plus 8. We have the value of x is 13, so we're going to substitute 5 times 13 plus 8. And that gives us a total of 73 degrees. So that means this angle is 73 degrees. Okay, so here we have vertical angles. And on vertical angles, we have opposite angles are congruent, which means whatever angle is here is going to be the same as this angle, same measure. And the measurement of this angle is going to be the same as the measurement of the opposite side, which is that angle. So if we were to put the two angles that are the same, those two angles, if they're the same, then we can put the equal sign in between them because that equal sign represents that each side is the same. So let's go ahead and solve for x, because notice the question is asking us to solve for x. So we forgot to put our answer box. So subtract 3, we get 80 is equal to 4x divided by 4, and x is equal to 20. Now we go back to our answer box, and that is what they're asking us for, so we can stop right there. Okay, let's look at number 5. Number 5, it's asking us to solve for x. So I'm going to put x equals, and notice how we have a little square right here. That little square represents 90 degrees. And we have two angles. So remember, two angles that add up to 90 degrees are complementary angles. So those complementary angles mean that if we add those two small angles together, we get a total of 90 degrees. So we're going to get this expression that represents this angle, and we're going to add it to this expression that represents this angle. So we've got 3x plus 6 plus 5x plus 4 is equal to 90 degrees. We want to combine like terms. Subtract 10 from both sides. And then we're going to divide by 8, and we get an x value of 10. And we go back to our answer box. That's what we need. So our answer is x is equal to 10. Okay, now let's look at the last problem. Bisects, remember bi means 2, Sex is sections, but this is two equal sections. So because ray BX is my bisector, then that means this angle is congruent to this angle. So as soon as you see that word, you want to mark your diagram. And then it tells us if the measurement of angle ABX, so ABX is x plus 12, let's label it 6x plus 12. And then we have the measure of CBX, so CBX. This angle here is 2x plus 32. What is the value of x? So let's put our answer box, x equals, so we answered the question. So we have these two expressions, 6x plus 12 and 2x plus 32. Because they're bisecting, we know they're congruent. So if they're congruent, we know they're exactly the same. So we're going to use the equal sign to show that they're exactly the same. And our equation is set up for us. So we need to solve for x. So we're going to subtract 2x. We get 4x plus 12 equals 32. Subtract 12, for x is 20. And then divide by 4, and x is equal to 5. Let's go back to our answer box, and it is asking for x, so our answer is x is equal to 5. Good luck!